I'm not much of a thriller suspense movie kind of person, so when we picked this theme, I actually had a really hard time trying to think of one that would qualify, one that I enjoyed enough to risk my spot. But in the end, I decided on the movie Now You See Me, the other movie with Jesse Eisenberg and Woody Harrelson. But in case you don't know, this movie came out a couple years ago about the street performers getting together and doing a lot of really fun illusions. I believe in the trailer they mentioned robbing a bank.
As the only person who hadn't seen it, I was trying not to pay attention to other people around me when watching it to see if they would give away any clues, and I'm glad I didn't. I really enjoyed this movie. My favorite part is just the creativity behind this movie. It was very, at least to my understanding, it was very original. The cast was fantastic. I like being able to guess with a movie and try to predict the future of what's coming next in the movie. And I like being wrong about it. I like being surprised by the movie.
I've seen this movie a bunch of times. I'm really glad that I got to see it again with someone who hasn't seen it, because it's one of those movies where you can kind of peek over and see reactions.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm just...
Yeah, exactly. So I was really excited that I got to have another first timer, so that was pretty cool.
Because first time I saw it was with you too.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Yep.
Now You See Me. Awesome. Straight up awesome. I love this movie. This is the 4th time I've seen it, I think. And I really do love this movie. I just remember the first time I watched it, and one of the first tricks in the entire movie, they got me. They got me. And it was just like mind-blowing. It was so cool. And the movie does that a lot throughout it. A lot of these tricks. It's really cool and really fun. And just letting yourself get lost. And it's a very fun movie. It's a very, very fun movie. All the twists and reveals. And it's really cool. I'm not a huge magic or illusions guy, but this was fucking cool. That said, I have one complaint, and it's pretty much the exact same one I gave Snowpiercer. Not the very end, but the step before the end felt a little weak to me. They're part of the spoilers, sort of. I'm not going to give anything away, really. But part of the plot is there's 3 shows that the main magicians are performing. In my opinion, the 3rd show was very anticlimactic. It just didn't do it for me. This 4th time I've seen it, every time it just felt like, oh, is that it? But after that, after the show ends, they reveal some stuff, and it gets me right back. It's really cool, and the twists, and it's just like, whoa, what? Really cool. But that said, I do think the 3rd show was very weak. But other than that, it was an excellent movie, and I really, really loved it.
I would say that they're similar to what Ronnie said. First act right away, I was mind blown. I had no idea how that happened.
In case no one understands, they do a trick that the audience participates in at the beginning of the movie, and I think it gets 99% of people.
Oh yeah.
So it's really cool.
I actually, after I saw that movie for the first time, I went home and I Googled how to do that trick, cause I had no idea how that happened. I actually did learn how to do it, and I ended up fooling my mom.
Nice.
With it, so that was pretty cool. That being said, that was really the only, other than a few little ones here and there, those were the only sleight of hand tricks that were really throughout the movie. A lot of them were more difficult tricks that were probably more movie magic.
Yeah.
And so that's really one of my only complaints about it, is that it didn't necessarily seem like a magic trick that you'd go to a show like Chris Angel or whatever, you know what I mean? It wasn't that type of magic, and so that's that kind of is what I would complain about it, I guess. Other than that, it's a super awesome movie. One of my favorites. I own it. So I definitely recommend it to anybody. But also kind of what Ryan was saying, I thought that the ending did it didn't have that wow factor that I was wanting.
Do you mean the 3rd act or the ending?
Yeah, the third
I was gonna
act.
say.
Yes.
Third show.
Yeah, the 3rd show declined a little bit, and then
I can can see
And that, like, the very end, it just it gets you really excited. And then I'm super pumped for the second one coming out now.
Me too.
Yeah, overall, awesome movie.
Alright. I guess in just kind of summary, fuck the producers who decided that they're gonna name the movie Now You See Me Too.
Second act.
Or the second act. Now You See Me, the second act. I heard it's supposed to be 2 movies. So Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Or like, you know, maybe just put in like little parentheses above Now You Don't. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. Why? Come on. It's already a movie just... It's corny in its own way, so that title is fine. I will agree with Ryan and Jordan. The third act is a little anticlimactic, but I've seen this movie actually 13 times now.
Jesus.
And it's because I own it, and I was carrying it around to all of my family gatherings and watching it with all these people for the first time because I really enjoyed just making it through the movie with them and just seeing how they react to it. It's one of those kind of movies. And the third act, it has its place. You just kind of have to understand that it's the magic acts over time. Like, it starts with one that's just pure illusion, but they start with one that's pure illusion, and then they move to more like the real world with real implications, and that's why the third one is less about the illusion and more about what's happening around the illusion.
Oh yeah.
And if you watch it, it's kind of like the players of a chess match. The pieces are in certain places, and the third one is kind of all about the takedown, which if you play a game of chess, checkmate can be really anticlimactic sometimes, but it has its place. I understand it, but that being said, I don't defend it. I don't defend it if people say that they didn't particularly enjoy that, but I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, it is worth your time. It's got something for everyone, and Woody Harrelson and Jesse Eisenberg, please make every movie together. You guys are so good with your chemistry on screen. It makes the comedy really easy to associate with. It's like everyday friend humor, and love the movie.